From the bustling airways of Cydonia to the rugged frontier, Red Rock surely is a place like no other. It's a land of bounty hunters and crime lords, magicians and machinists. The Red Rock Podcast is an actual play of a homebrew setting for Fantasy Flight's Genesis. This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, businesses, places, events, locales, and incidents are either products of the party or GM's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental.
Welcome back
I pushed the robot
to
overboard.
Red Rock.
Succeeded.
Why are you rolling a proficiency die? Where do you...
Because I'm proficient in fucking robots overboard. I've
Wait, is
done it
it-
100 times before.
Is this perfectly enclosed? Or is there like open area?
The Zeppelin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a van on with a balloon.
That's
It's-
what
it's-
I know, but like
it's
fantasy
a-
shit, there might be an open like balcony.
No, there's not a balcony.
Like if you had a big
Like,
one.
if he had a nice dirigible, maybe.
No one's gonna
He's
want
a
to
He
go.
doesn't have a nice dirigible. He has a dirigible.
Are you shitting on my dirigible?
Yes.
I mean, where else am I going to dispose of this?
You want me to shit off the dirigible? You're gonna have to open a door for that. I don't think
Last
you want...
time I tried to
Well,
shit
Rand's
off
got
the
balcony.
dirigible, it got caught up in the turbines.
And it crashed. It's alright.
And you
Shit
died.
on
But
my
that might
dirigible
have been a
and
dream.
you're sad.
You guys arrive in Rust. It's a... Rust
place-
is a lot more... I don't know if slum is a right...
It's
proper
more
way
like-
to describe it, but it's rugged.
Oh,
It's,
Look.
this is out of city territory, and like it took you the better part of a day to get here.
Okay.
So you guys probably just like flew all night, basically, and now you're here. Yeah, it's not so much cities. It's a lot of like, and it's you realize the name of the town is because a lot of the buildings here are made of metal, which isn't always a great thing.
Why are we here again? You wanted to find the mechanical shit?
Tucker falls asleep in the pilot's chair because he was the only one who knew how to drive the
We
damn
crashed
thing.
and die.
Oh.
At the end.
You don't just automatically crash in a zeppelin because someone's not.
Oh god!
Currently-
I'm dying vomit!
Wait, did we land?
I'm assuming that you have landed.
I'm assuming we landed.
At some point you do land.
Fucking
Because
joke.
Tucker passes out in his seat.
Oh, finally?
No, we landed.
you
You landed, and then Tuckery Dust.
I
Takes
placed
the-
like a seat cover or a blanket
Takes
over
it.
him
All right, you do that.
with my utility spell abilities.
That's quite
if I
compassionate.
can.
I would.
Assimilate the blanket and then become the blanket.
I think it would be a spectral blanket. It's not an actually tangible blanket, but
Well, I just like. No, I mean like
Through my arms.
utilize like picking it up
oh,
because I don't have
okay,
hands.
okay. I was like, oh, you're trying to conjure a blanket.
No,
on
that's
him?
where
That
you
would
just
be
stick the
conjuring.
barrel of the gun out of your mouth, and pick it up with it, and then
It's the thought that counts, right?
And you're out for the count.
do we
I
want to
go
do any
to-
RP while we were traveling, like questions?
Yeah,
That
if you guys
characters
want
have for
to
each
do
other?
some of that, I'm not gonna
Hey.
gloss over that.
What's your name?
Hello, I'm Viceroy, your alchemical assistant for today. I work at Darby Alchemy Labs. Pleasure to meet you.
Work. There's a D in there.
But you didn't say it, though.
Because he can only say some things.
Giant, like horrible rictus, like pulled apart thorn smile on the front part of my.
I told you not to do it.
Well, that's disturbing. What was that?
I follow the sound.
It's coming from your belt.
Oh.
Hello, my name is Hawthorne.
Hello, I'm
I-
Viceroy,
But Viceroy,
your alchemical assistant for today. I work at Darby Alchemical Labs.
Well, yes, that is quite well and good. I heard you the first time. I am a family heirloom, a magical revolver. very rare
I
and
just found
very elegant.
You spell it?
No, I'm sorry.
I'll say the
Sorry.
casters cast a
You
spell.
mean you try?
No, I'm sorry. I can't. I don't even know if I can cast spells above like prestidigitation
If you
level.
can at all anymore.
If I just lifted
Oh,
a
okay.
blanket.
Anyways, I was getting very bored sitting inside of your holster, so I decided to speak up. What gives? You've put me in a locker for quite some time, actually. I was gathering dust in there. I could have rusted.
Well, I didn't really need you at the time. My job was to kind of avoid getting shot and having to shoot other people.
I'll have a shotgun now.
I mean, you do have a point. Brandishing a weapon, especially one as fine as myself,
Oh,
certainly
we don't-
does
we don't
draw
need-
a certain attention.
People would get intimidated by your majesty.
Yes, indubitably.
Hey, is that a talking gun?
Yes, my name is Hawthorne. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
How old are you, Hawthorne?
Oh, me? Oh, time is really difficult to measure.
Bring him up here, I can
and I
tell ya.
experience it in a much different sense than you do.
Is
He shows
existence
me-
hell?
Okay, I told him to bring it up here. I'm gonna analyze the gun and get an idea for how old the damn thing is, based on its make and model and build.
I don't like that at all. Do you reckon it's a couple? It's been passed down probably a couple generations. Three or four generations.
Couple
Alright.
100 years old.
Oof. Alright, so Hawthorne.
Yes.
You don't time alright. So sitting in a locker for how long were you in jail? Like 6 months or some shit? I don't know.
I don't know, maybe more like a couple of years, but well,
But how did that feel? Like, did it feel like a couple of years, or did it just like?
I don't know. It felt like the way it felt like.
All right,
Well, that explains.
If someone left you in a box for a couple of weeks, how would you feel?
probably did, but
Precisely.
yeah, no, I understand that eternal life is kind of miserable. So just wondering.
I wouldn't call it life per se.
Yeah,
My
I agree.
It's more. Yes, it is more of a consciousness,
Which
but
is
certainly
worse.
not life. At least not from what I have gathered, life is. Which you can imagine. I have a rather interesting relationship, being a tool of death.
All right. I have one more question for you, Mr. Tool.
Hello.
Do you fuck?
No.
I'm sorry, what
Uh,
did you say?
Just curious.
I just
All
sent
right.
you a text.
I know what it looks like, but
I have neither
Maybe
proper,
and you're totally
shall we
come up
say,
with it,
when you're told the thing looks phallic.
components,
Okay.
nor
Love you.
potency.
Nah, but your shape looks like you do.
No, that's not what I was curious about. I don't give a shit about the shape. It's a gun. I don't care. Just curious if consciousness leads to horniness, you know?
I don't think so. I think, from my understanding, it is.
Tuckery just looks from behind the pilot seat and gives you just the queers look of like, what in the
From
hell
what
goes
little
on in
I've
that head of
gathered,
yours?
as you can imagine, not a lot of, shall we say, sexy talk has been used around me. And if it has, it's definitely not healthy. It's what compels living things to breed. So, not being alive, I have no use for horniness.
That's what I figured.
So wait, you must have known this kid's past generations, right?
Oh, of course. I've run in the family for quite some time.
Any mechanics in that family?
I'm not really sure of all of their professions. I only saw the light of day when people needed a gun, and
Shame.
mechanics, at least the mechanics I've met, don't seem to often need my services.
It's true. But you'd think with a talking gun, you'd talk to it more. Why else make
Yes,
a
you would
talking-
think that.
All right. Back.
Anyways, thank you for taking me. Oh, please do not put me back in the holster.
He can sit up
Anyway,
here with
what's
me.
there?
Do we have like a coat hanger or something?
I have a dashboard.
Don't forget to put my safety on. You remember what happened last time when you were 12?
What happened when he was 12?
Don't ask him. He doesn't like to talk about it.
I'm not asking him, I'm asking you.
Then again, he doesn't seem to like to talk about anything.
One of the mechanical arms just reaches back and grabs the gun and brings it up to the cockpit.
Can I get stats for that shotgun?
Nay.
Okay.
It has blast.
We're gonna be good friends,
Last
Hawkeye.
4, 8 damage, 3 crit, short range, knockdown.
So when we land,
Where we land, yeah.
after this conversation, I'm gonna kind of trundle out. And I'm just gonna hit the town.
Hey, oh, maybe.
I'm gonna hit up the town
I'm gonna-
as basically an angel.
Yeah, let me come with you. Yeah.
An eldritch horror.
I'm gonna try and duck out of his.
You come.
Get away from him. I don't know what I'm rolling for that.
That would be stealth.
Yeah.
And it's not a particularly crowded place, so it's going to be really hard to duck away from him if he doesn't want you to.
2 success. I just like hide in a fucking. I can't do trash cans because he's used
roll
to that.
vigilance there, bucko.
Oh no, that's a thing that you're good at.
No, it's not.
You've got at least 3 dice.
It's just.
Vigilance. I'm not great at vigilance. 'Cause I'm
Is there any difficulty?
That's 3 success, 1.
God damn.
Yeah.
The band.
You'd watch him float near a bush and then stop.
I can still see you.
Like rude. And I just keep going.
Okay, let's go get you some more components. How about that? Would that make you happy? Oh, alright.
Let's
go out for ice cream, huh?
As he sleeps.
I must admit, this is the most compromised I've ever felt.
So you're asleep. And
I'm asleep.
I would surely
I'm
hope
just like,
that no one would stumble across this poor gnome sleeping with a gun
I'm gonna walk over
and try to take his life.
I'm gonna grab the hawthorn.
Thank you.
And be like,
I feel much safer now.
alright, now we're gonna go to town. And
No, I totally understand. You can't be brandishing me. They'll confiscate me, and who knows what sort of filthy hands I could end up in. Just the thought of it makes me, well,
and then I go out as well.
Alright.
I lock the door behind me.
Do you know? Just a. There are arcane key fobs, but they're really nice, and this model doesn't have them.
yet.
So you kind of just like push
Look
the
at
little.
that. This dirigible out, sucker.
Nah, the dirigible isn't going to be the thing that gets pimped. My mech is going to be what
Well, you're
gets
gonna need to
pimped.
pimp the dirigible so that you can drop the mech from it.
Oh, is that how we're going to play this?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
either that
it
or
is.
your mech needs to be able to fly.
I was
One of the two.
You are.
I was
the
just
entire
seeing the
party's
mech
transport.
becoming the new mode of transportation.
And then you teach me how to drive the dirigible, because
But-
I'm hopefully just going to stay up there anyway.
But as like a ground.
Everyone's getting ideas now.
I was seeing the mecha be a ground
Yeah.
transport.
Because you already had all your ideas.
Yeah.
And
I was
then
seeing a
you
big
get
mecha.
info from me.
Have you ever read the Leviathan series?
No, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
You're
That's
so
super
friggin'.
Yeah.
Why are you being so Vena right now? Oh my god, you're shady fucking shit.
I just start
But
trying
no,
to,
I'll
like,
probably make a smaller one before
What
I
are you do? What are you doing in town?
I guess.
Yeehaw.
I think we know what he's doing in town.
I'm trying to think of a cheap way to make money,
Get it.
more or less.
Character concern.
You set up a stand, start doing some like card games. Where's Marble?
But I'm not good at that, though. I'm good at
Oh,
lying.
And this is also not
Insurance
nearly
fraud.
as a busy a place as you're used to.
Except
Like,
for
Rust
the
is-
racing.
Yeah, except for skimmer racing.
Skimmer
Skimmers are a big
racing.
fan.
Legally distinct from pod racing.
Not very.
Not associated in any way with Lucasfilms at all.
But
Proceed,
maybe associated
Bulba.
with the huts.
So it's not very metropolitan, sort of small town, local, has
Yeah.
their own traditions and probably their own like lore and superstitions. And
It's
stuff.
about probably as big as Missoula.
Okay. I'm gonna
But
set up.
also think frontierish.
I'm gonna set up a fortune telling stand,
Okay.
Ooh.
and I'm gonna put Hawthorne in front of me.
Oh,
And
good.
I'm
You
gonna-
are letting me out.
I'm gonna try to incorporate him a little bit. I'm gonna like, okay, so I'm gonna people will pay me to predict the future, and then you're going to predict the future.
Oh, so I'm predicting the future. Are you? What's your
You're
part?
going
of
to
this?
lie, though.
I'm going to lie.
Yes. How about this?
I've never been allowed to do that.
I'll hold you up to my mouth, and I'll tell you what to say, and then I'll set you on the table, and then you'll say it, and my mouth won't be moving. And they'll all be like, "Wow, gun!" And then they'll give me money, because the gun is also pointed at them.
I will remind you, sir, that I cannot pull my own trigger. Guns do not
No.
kill people.
No, of course not. I can kill people.
People with guns kill people, but guns cannot kill people.
And you're
Unless
my
it's a
son.
monkey.
I was just trying to remind you because I wasn't sure if you were seriously going
No,
to shoot
we're not
anyone.
going to kill anyone.
Oh, all right.
I'm just saying that
You're
the
just
knowledge
utilizing my sentience
The knowledge
to gain.
that there's a gun barrel pointed at them, though. Even though my hands are away, might get them uncomfortable enough to maybe...
All right. Well, that seems
or get you
reasonable.
arrested. Alright.
I don't think there's any way we can be arrested for this.
We're not threatening anyone.
How long do you stay out?
I'd say maybe 4 or 5 hours.
Okay, over the course of that, you get maybe like 3 customers.
Nice.
Okay, sweet.
First customer shows up, and it's kind of a old, kind of just think of like backcountry old coot, like. It's what's this mess you got over here?
Welcome, sir.
Well, welcome back to you too, I suppose.
I use my foot to sort of push the chair across the stand out for him to sit into.
Oh, all right. He's got kind of a scraggly beard, a super, like a hat that looks like somebody sat on it. Probably him. He's actually carrying some like fishing tackle.
Okay.
Down. All right.
So, you may have heard of me before. I am the amazing Arnold, and I have my hair and like my beard split down the middle. It's like pinned up into my hair, so it's off to the sides there.
No, I do not reckon I have.
Well, that's a shame. Anyway, so then you don't know of my business. I speak fortunes, good fortunes specifically.
Only the good one.
Only the good ones.
All right.
You have to pay extra if you want to know the bad things coming.
I don't want to know the bad thing.
Most people don't.
That's the sound business model you got right there.
So, it will cost you 2 torches for me to read you your immediate future, 3 to read a little more long term, and then 4 if you're looking maybe a few years or so.
He looks warily at you for a moment, reaches into a pocket, kind of looks down at his hand, pulls out 2 torches, sets them.
And,
I've seen you being swindled in the future.
and I pull out Hawthorne and just kind of like
Whoa. Hurry.
flick the safety on, and then set it down on the table.
All right.
I say, "This is my gun."
I can see that. Now, if you were just going to go with this stick from the get-go, you could have just started with
My gun helps me tell the future. A focus of sorts.
You die now.
Dying very soon.
I
unprecedented.
rotate it so the barrel's pointing towards me,
What was the future?
and I pick it up, and I say, "Near future," gesturing to the 2 torches. And I begin muttering to Hawthorne. Should I roll deception?
No.
No? Okay.
You're not lying, you're just making shit
I'm
up.
just making shit up.
Yeah, you can't lie about the future. You might be right.
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't know. Okay. We said he had fishing tackle on.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're getting...
Well, more or less, I just start muttering things into. I see this either a few ways. I say I mutter things, and then you tell me and everyone else what I muttered to Hawthorne.
Whichever way you want to play it.
I think that sounds like fun, actually.
Alright.
Alright, so I mutter things into Hawthorne about the man's near future, probably to do with fishing of some kind.
Oh, yes, I am a mystical, future-seeing gun. One of a kind. In fact, the only one in existence that I know, because I can see the future. Don't check me on that. Believe me, I'm right. Anyways, Oh, future, near future. 2 torches worth of future. I bet you're wondering how we came up with that number. Well, you see, it's actually very complex maths, so we won't get into that. Not for 2 torches.
You should have which choice, guys.
Futury things. Ooh. Yes. Oh, I see it now. It's clear as... I don't have eyes, so I'm not really sure what to call that. It's very clear to me now. Yes, I can sense your future. I sense that you will catch fish with those implements. Those specific implements there. Yes, I see this. Oh, yes, I see it very much. So.
Fish.
Seems so. He's got fishing tackle on him.
Yeah.
I think you will catch fish with those in the future. Yes, that is your future, sire.
All right, good job, Hawthorne. I holster him.
It's honored you say that, because these fishing implements right here, they belong to my brother. He died recently. I was actually just taking them to go sell them in the market.
Well, if you are to use them properly, you might just catch fish enough so to make more of a profit than you were to if you were to sell them.
Yeah. Teach a man, give a man your fishing pole. He sells it and feed himself for I don't know how long that lasts.
I'm sure that's how it's going to go.
Teach a man fish with his dead brother's fishing pole. He could maybe turn a profit by selling said fish.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Eventually accruing profit over time. That's
old
pretty clever.
Business saying. And I came up with it.
Well, I think I might just have to do that.
It's good to hear.
Good luck believing dreams.
He gets up, kind of has like a bit of a devilish little smile, picks up his stuff, looks both ways looks 360 degrees before crossing the street, and then goes on his way.
Pull it off. Fuck was that?
This is the first time I've ever had to perform under pressure like this. Usually you just pull the trigger and somebody dies.
Okay, you know what?
I think someone's coming. Don't ask me how I know that.
I put Hawthorne on the table.
I'm so glad I put a third fucking application into Coles to fucking meet you.
Thank you.
I just whispered to Hawthorne, like, next time just sort of nod and agree. You can't nod, but agree with me.
All right. I'll do my best.
Don't die!
The next, after, actually, he thought someone was coming, but they just walk by, and once they get close to your stand, they look you in the eye for like a split second before panicking and just picking up their pace. About a half an hour later, you see a couple of kids, kind of ragged dress, but like, not, it's frontier, so everybody's kind of rugged. A little boy and a little girl, and she's got her hair kind of done up. Little pigtails, little dress, they're both covered in mud. And they come up, and the little boy's like, "Oh, whoa, is that gun real?"
Yes, it is. I slide a little further towards me.
Crazy. Hey, sis, come look at this guy's gun. My mom doesn't usually want me to go look at people's guns, but guns are pretty cool.
Very wise woman, and you're also very correct. This gun is cooler than most.
I know, it's so old looking. Old looking? Wait, did you do that?
Well, no. My gun did.
What?
This is hot.
No, sis. What? She's just kind of like grabbing his. She's like holding onto his shirt and like kind of behind him,
Yeah.
very making herself small. Crazy. Well, I don't think it's that absurd. I mean, you've seen all sort of bizarre automaton from the modern inventors and alchemists and etc., etc. It's not too out of the realms of existence to think there could be a talking gun. Does it know any funny jokes?
I don't know, do you, Hawthorne?
Well, I'm not really sure. Jokes were never really my forte. Usually people just use me to, play with.
Don't ever play with guns, children.
That's right, children. Do not play with guns, because
No.
not all guns are as safe and smart as me.
And I use this gun for predicting the future.
You mean like magic?
Yes.
Whoa.
You're an awful human being.
Mom doesn't let me play with magic either.
You're awful.
She says
as
it's
a dwarf.
You're an awful dwarf being.
ordinary.
Yeah.
Maybe not as smart a woman as I thought. Your mother.
What?
Huh? So, with this gun,
And that's the story of how I met your mother.
I am able to predict the future. You see, I set up the stand, and people pay me, and I tell them what lies in their future.
Oh, sis, you have money, right? She just. Do you think we could give the nice man some money so he could tell us the future? She kind of reaches into a little pocket her dress has. She's very proud of. Holds out 2 little torches. Is this enough?
I nod, and I say thank you very much, and I slide it off to the side, and I sort of pick up Hawthorne and like hold him to my ear, like it's a telephone. And you hold him like this, right? Yeah, put him in the other one, and I set it down, and I say, Hawthorne tells me that very soon luck will be on your side.
What does that mean?
I sort of look past the kid almost, and I go, oh, and I reach forward, and from behind his ear, I pull out one of the talents that they gave me, and I set it down on the front. I'm like, well, would you look at that?
Pulled that out of my ear, sis. That's weird. It doesn't smell like my ear.
You should wash behind them more often if you can smell it.
Okay, mister. Wow. Okay, bye. And they scurry off.
Net gain of 1, and I just like that. And put it on my pouch.
After a while. We've been out here for quite some time. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's been good fun, but we haven't had any customers in a solid... I don't know, I don't have a watch.
Well, you'd think word would get out, or people would see me.
He says at like 9 p.m.
While waving a gun around.
In the streets, brandishing a gun.
Some people are saying,
If someone would see me.
You know, I think if people saw like a crystal ball or something, I haven't put up a sign.
Yes, I'm not, again,
Maybe she's wrong.
very in tune with visuals, but from my understanding of the sentience, the sapients, they are very visual creatures.
Yeah, maybe a sign would help.
Maybe a sign would help.
Is there like a street sign near me?
Yeah, there's a sign for like a shop that like you're kind of near on the street side.
I'm gonna
It's
try
just
to-
like wood and it's painted.
I'm gonna try to hang like below it, like a scrap of parchment. That's like fortune teller this way, by the way.
All right. Yeah. You do that.
Alright. Perfect. Man, if you could see this Hawthorne, you'd be so proud.
It starts raining.
Simon's just turning them off.
Meanwhile, what are you guys doing?
You're fighting
don't
a
have-
fucking dragon.
Here's the thing, we don't have fucking money, so actually I was planning on doing a similar thing to him and conning some rubes out of their hard-earned torches. And then you're like, let's go buy things. With money we don't have. So while we're walking, I like project onto the ground underneath me a sign of like a torch, and then like a circle with a line through is drawn around it,
Oh,
and then a
yeah.
question mark.
Remember that scheme that we pulled in Name a Town?
Bohanzerberry.
In Bohanzerberry? Yeah.
It's a really uppity, like super posh town.
Yeah. Remember that comic pulled in Bohanzerberry with the like lights and shit? Yeah, let's do that again.
Check mark. Alright, then we assume the customary positions for this particular con. I go into an alleyway.
And I pull out my shotgun.
Oh god.
Let's see what the hell.
You, child, come closer. Kid's got one talent on it.
You get me kicked out of this town before I can even consciously
We
begin.
have- we
I
have-
swear to Phobos.
We have a friggin' drive full of schemes and
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh, did you guys actually?
No, this
No,
is
not
for
for- this is for-
Plefty Durson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can find
But it can be adapted.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know how much of we actually did.
If we both pwned it
Are
after.
you? Are you guys gonna take long enough to deliberate that I can give a?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Screen mic to Tommy.
How many hours has it been?
Well, it's, you know, you guys arrived probably like later in the afternoon, so this is all happening concurrently. It's all happening at the same time. We're time jumping back to see what everyone's doing at the same time.
Well, he was sleeping through most of
Oh, so you're sleeping through most of this. What are you dreaming about?
Ooh!
It is a very good dream. I rolled for it.
Awesome. Do I have to describe said dream now?
You don't.
If you don't want
You
to.
can opt not to. What do you do when you wake up?
Well, he's gonna wake up, he's gonna notice that everyone's left, and kind of put the whole mad scientist scheming hands, and start pulling out his plans, and,
Plefty Durson.
kind of looking at this checklist of parts he's gonna start finding.
Alrighty.
Trust me.
Oh.
I do that. And then, with a
I
shopping
never
list.
looked at it.
Is that a cue for DM to write you up a shopping list?
I just remember the one that you wrote.
Yes.
Alright.
And you can choose whether you want it to be a smaller mech for the first one, or if it can be...
I mean, what do you
Look.
want to do? If you want,
If
like, if you want to go full Metal Gundam on this, if you want to go freaking Pacific Rim on this, it's going to take you a lot longer. So if
Okay.
you want to get a smaller mech first, it'll be faster, but...
Okay, the main goal is going to be the Gundam-sized mech. We'll start with a smaller mech, but still have the list for the larger mech. Because that'll be something I've just worked on throughout the
Okay,
entire campaign.
I'll get you that
Whatever
by the
parts.
time they stop.
Whatever
with
parts
their
supply
work.
We're really good at coming up with scams, guys.
Okay,
Takes you 1 hour to
Um,
do the small.
so I have that list. Well, I'm going to head out of my dirigible and lock it, and I'm gonna head over to the skimmer racing place.
All right, you know where that is. Being a mechanic, you're familiar. You probably you can smell.
I can smell the profit. But I'm going there, and I'm going to be looking for work to start repairing some skimmers. Because I know these races tend to wreck those things, and they need all the help they can get out here.
Yeah, you do find 2 different shops. One of them is currently closed, as it's kind of getting late in the day.
Yeah.
The other one is
I
called
saw that.
Yeah.
Tremond is my boy. Tremond just likes the border.
Awesome. And it's open?
Yep. There's torchlight coming from inside. It's a soft yellow glow.
That's the team. Torch.
Sweet. I'm gonna head in.
Not Mars.
Yeah,
Cheers.
so you head in. It's kind of like a small lobby
Cheers.
attached to a bigger garage area that's built right on the water. So
I guess
over
it's
like a
this.
precipice,
I guess it's this.
so that like they can just get their skimmers right in there.
Yeah.
So like as you're walking in, the garage actually is kind of on an overhang, and you see kind of hanging catwalks beneath where the skimmers pull into, so that they can get underneath to work on them, as well as these hooks hanging from the ceiling. And you actually see there is one skimmer that is currently docked, and you can see the hooks holding it up, but there's a big canvas draped over it.
Jake. Is there like a front desk area with something? Like
Yeah, there's a guy as you walk into the lobby.
Sweet.
Currently just
not do something crazy.
scrawling something down. Older gentleman, tightly trimmed hair and well-kept beard.
Sweet. I'm gonna head over. Hello there.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got into town myself. I'm a mechanic. Came here for the skimmers. Was hoping to get some work. Repair them after the races and such.
Oh, well, suppose I could use some help. The season's going to be starting up here in a little bit. Not a lot to work on right now, unfortunately. But if you come back pretty soon, we'll maybe have something for you.
Fine by me. The name's Tuckery Dust.
Fenton. Around here, people just call me Old Man Jack. As those two things have much in common.
Well then, old man Jack. Hopefully I'll be seeing you around.
Please, call me Old Jack. Yeah, do you have a lot of experience with skimmers in particular?
I've worked on them a little. I used to be over in
Sidonia.
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 Don't get a ton of them around there. Mostly worked on dirigibles and such.
No, you don't see a lot of skimmers that far up.
But I'm
inland.
familiar with them.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of mechanics that in common with dirigibles, other craft. It'll take a bit of getting used to just the coolants. It's a different structure. It's
Pick it up pretty
dual
quick.
core craft rather than a single core, as dirigibles are.
Yeah, doesn't seem like much of a problem.
I'm sure if you're as skilled a mechanic as you seem to think you are, you'll catch the hang of it pretty quick. It gives a wry smile.
Okay, so as I walked in, my arms were tucked behind me. So now they're just gonna come out and wave and be like, "Yeah,
Oh,
should be fine."
Those custom piece? Did you put those?
Yeah.
together? It's impressive.
Built them myself.
And so you seem to have some understanding of some sort of runes or arcane essence there too.
I've got some familiarity, but I'm no scholar, if I'm being honest.
Oh well. It doesn't make much of a difference either way. You don't see a lot of fancy arcane stuff involved in skimmers.
Thank goodness.
Not generally, at least.
Skimmer racing.
No offense, but Sidonia tends to throw too much magic at me. I like my machines
Yeah, things are a little
non-conscious.
things are a little more simpler out here. I like things we can understand. Out here in plain old Rust.
When does the season start up again?
Oh, is that next week or is that tomorrow? I can't seem to remember anything. I had a planner, but I don't remember where I put it.
Do I see his planner in the room?
There is a notebook sitting open, it's kind of one of those desks where it's like, it's got like a higher counter space, and then like for the patrons, and then a lower counter space. There's another notebook besides the one he's scribbling in.
Is he a gnome who's shorter like I am?
No, he's a human.
Oh, so he can see both?
He can see both.
One of the arms just goes up and points. Is this it?
He looks up to it. Oh, right. That damn thing. I can't seem to
Yeah,
keep
another
track of
one
it.
big
Shoves it in
idea.
his back pocket. Anyways, I'm just wrapping up for the day here.
Also, you might see this. I described him and his features. You might see this guy around. Don't fall for whatever he's trying to sell you.
I'm pretty wary of
Such a
most
I
things.
kick down the door and go, bet you 20 torches my gun can talk.
Don't take the bet. Don't take the bet.
Yeah, my gun can talk too, but you don't want to hear it yell.
Work.
He pats his sidearm.
Good job.
Tuckery quadruple face bomb.
But two of them were metal, so that actually hurt.
Yeah. That's
He's,
no doubt.
he's thick skull.
Viceroy face palms and implodes on himself.
tiny bits of shrapnel everywhere.
Everything is his face, and everything is his palm.
So
Well,
he eats his own ass constantly.
well, thank you, Jack.
Just in a constant
Hopefully,
state of
see
trying
you
to
around.
face palm in there.
So yeah. What was Tuckery dust? That's right. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names.
Just
Oh, I understand.
That's gonna take me a
Any-
couple of weeks to get, and then I'll still forget your name after 12 years. Just ask my wife. But you can't because she left me.
Ooh, that's enough. Stick with the machines, buddy.
Bet you 20 torches my gun can fix that problem. I'm going. I'm not there.
All right. What? On to the long con.
Okay, we
We
decided
changed
that
our
it was that we didn't want to get kicked out of another city in this one session.
it was him.
No, yeah,
Thank
it was,
you.
It was all my idea.
I was innocent. He's the one that's like, yeah, let's just go steal the place.
Oh, I'm still probably gonna do some stealing, but we'll
Yeah,
see what
probably,
happens.
but
I
not
got
in the
to.
safe
Is
scope.
there an apothecary or an alchemy or any kind of
Not
chemist?
bailing you guys out this time.
Even
You
just
didn't
somewhere
last
else,
time.
like working on steel.
I'm sorry, how did we get out of the city? Oh, right.
Oh.
My dirigible.
I could have shotgun through a wall.
There is a place,
Dirty
in
life.
fact.
Hunter just gave me the dirtiest fucking
It is simply labeled Starks.
Cool. I go
I
in
know
there.
nothing.
Ding, 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 ding. I go up to the counter.
There's a lady. She's not looking at you.
I really
But
hope the
she's-
store was open.
She's turned around and
Uh-huh.
this is. But we're time jumping back.
Yeah.
Every time someone does things, this is what they do immediately after getting off the plane.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's
Uh,
still open.
Hello, I'm
Meanwhile.
Viceroy, your new alchemical assistant. And then I go behind the counter and I start mixing shit.
Okay. What? She's looking around, trying to see. Are you with him at all, or
I'm outside.
are you just like standing outside looking in, or
Nope.
are you just not present? Okay.
I know how he does.
What? Who let you in here?
Hello, I'm Viceroy, your new alchemical assistant.
Yeah, you said that. Could you just?
I push forward a completed smoke orb in her direction. And I start
I'm just
working on
imagining,
another.
because you
That's
don't
not
really
what I
have
was
like,
making.
appendages. I'm just imagining instead of like reaching out and mixing stuff, you just put the bottles inside you and it just out the finished product, and then some empty bottles fall out as well.
But half of them
Actually,
don't.
yeah, I'm going to start. I don't actually have this speech written down. But you know how this guy started, his original function. So essentially, I just explain that as my purpose, as if I was giving someone a tour, because that happens to be where that particular section of dialogue comes from. And, like how originally I am a smart workstation. And I just started doing that for her. And like after I make a couple of things, I just start just helping her do whatever it is that she's doing.
That would be
That's so-
disturbing as hell.
What are you doing in here, though? I didn't order an assistant. I'm
Nothing like,
scraping.
nothing like an angel coming in and doing your work for you.
I'm Viceroy, your
What
new
kind of
alchemical
Jesus is
assistant.
That doesn't. You said that already.
And I just keep like,
Can't you say anything else?
Hello.
All right, and then this is where I walk in. Excuse me. Look. Oh, that's quite an interesting contraption.
Yeah,
What-
I was thinking the same thing.
I'm looking for some smoke orbs, possibly some salves for the healing and such.
At this point, I've just finished creating a healing potion, and I'm working on other stuff.
You grab it.
We'll see.
It's okay, fine.
What? I'm sorry. I'm trying to deal with whatever this thing is right now.
Hello, I'm Viceroy.
Yes,
Yeah,
his name is
Pierce's
Viceroy, and he keeps saying that, and it doesn't get less annoying.
Well, all right. Should I come back or?
I don't know. I don't know what this thing is, and I don't know what it's doing in here. It just keeps going through this weird thing where it's giving me a tour or something. But I didn't order this. I don't know.
Behold! And another thing I've mixed together.
That was a different
It
voice.
can't seem to. Yeah, I was about to say that. It can't seem to decide on a voice to go with.
That's interesting.
It's weird.
think
What
it
is
just
he
has
doing
different
in
voices.
here?
Well, it seems like you've been blessed, so I just take that at face level.
Blessed with this thing?
Behold!
It appears to be doing your work for you.
Yeah, this is the only thing I had left.
I'm just keeping doing it. This is what I was made to do.
I left Cydonia because of all the weird magic.
Sidonia. It's a pretty town.
It's awful, and I hated it. That's why I moved.
Behold!
Yes, I'm beholding.
I'm waiting for her to just throw something at you.
Yeah.
Can you just get out? Shoo.
Oh, alright.
I don't need you to do my job for me. I don't need an
I
assistant.
suppose at this point I'll leave. She's shooing us away.
Alright, I start to like condense back together and I get all saggy and sad. And I display a sad emoji face on the wall. And I say, terribly sorry, old bean. And I leave. And I just slowly
Mr. Handy.
Hey, maybe pick a consistent voice, old bean.
And as I go, I'm just gonna try and swipe the some of the shit I made.
And as you go, hey!
Fuck you.
What?
Huh?
It's not from it.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
it's a different.
We just think it's funny.
Sorry, guys, D&D meme that had to be shared.
That's fine. I
Sorry, my
totally
nose
get
is
it.
exploding inside.
Yeah, so I'm gonna swipe some of the stuff that I made.
You don't even really have to roll anything for it.
Okay.
You grabbed it, and she's just like, what are you? She was
Alright.
a little preoccupied with getting you out of there. Then
Yeah. Sweet. I'm gonna have those. I have no marketable skills, apparently, guys.
Neither do I. I shoot people pretty good, and I have a little bit of healing.
You two
magic.
are our bodyguards at this point. We'll do the real work. Well,
I'm very good at
I'll
shooting
do the
people.
real work. You'll scam people. And
Yeah,
you'll make
I'm
sure
just
we
gonna-
don't die.
I also have like a long range. I'm a very good sniper.
Alright, I'm
yeah,
gonna.
but a lot of legal people don't
Can you
have those.
snipe from an extreme distance?
Maybe I don't know.
He has talents that let him, like, actually snipe.
Okay.
Bitch.
Cool.
I'm
You
just
should give
gonna,
me the
I guess,
shotgun
like,
then.
after that horrible rejection,
The
I'm
rifle
just
always
gonna
stuck
go
to
and I'm
us.
gonna stand or
I
float
would
in front
do
of the dirigible and, like, or just follow him, I guess, and just do it.
At this point, if I return to the dirigible,
you probably arrive later than them. Actually, you probably leave probably as they're coming back
oh,
because you were still asleep.
yeah.
Did you get the shit you needed?
How much money would you say I made total? 6? Because I had. Oh well, I gave one away, so 5.
5. You need 5 torches.
Well,
You can.
good day's work.
Don't. Oh, I don't care.
Really,
about the
when you
bad.
look at the hourly results of our toiling today, we got paid not very much.
Yes, I'm aware.
Oh, that's pretty.
I've never made money before, really,
You still
in a
have
true sense. So I'm not really sure how to take this. I've really never been in this sort of situation before.
I've worked actual jobs that gave me more money than
Yes, probably because they were actual work for you.
Yeah.
Not just going around, oh, look at my fancy gun, pay me money, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, this town's
That's not a
small.
realistic fortune. Nobody's going to believe that.
this. But they did, though. That's why I got money.
Because of me.
Yeah, exactly.
But what am I to gain from this? Nothing.
You are out of a box. Way more often than you were before.
Touche.
Not that I'm threatening to put you back in, but you know what I mean. You're
No,
out.
I wouldn't. I feel like we have more of a connection than that. Yes. Definitely.
Anyway, this town's too small is a problem. We gotta come up with either a different con that can bring more people together, one solid job that hopefully doesn't involve robbing anyone, but...
I mean, I don't want to get grim here, but that is sort of... I wouldn't say that I'm trigger happy. I'm just saying that being a gun, I feel validated by having a purpose that's more clearly defined than I can talk. So, not to push you to some sort of edge here, but if you were to, say, utilize me in some manner...
Is there any kind of sky-dwelling creature flying about?
Not really.
Yeah, I remember that.
Is there any
old one.
small vermin?
I mean, if anything, a gun show would some sort of exercise of marksmanship would even be
Well, but you
useful.
see on my character sheet,
I don't know what a character sheet
I'm
is,
proficient with range-heavy bracket AG.
but I am a magic gun.
Yes, you are.
I have never once missed a target.
You haven't met
Congratulations.
Start looking around for any news of like a gun show, or if not, then I'll start trying to put one together.
You don't have
We
bullets.
just got into town, and so far, we have succeeded in pissing off the alchemical shop, starting a gun show, and getting a job.
Okay, so you have all returned now to
Advantage on the
hitherto and henceforth. Sorry, I was saying big words to get your attention.
What are you, a lawyer?
You've all returned to the dirigible, which I will always say in Hawthorne's voice, because Hawthorne likes to say
That's what he says whenever we walk in.
that
Dirigible.
Dirigible.
We get it.
you're
It's
using the
dirigible. Holy shit. Shut the fuck up. Or you don't like you, Hawthorne.
Pull out some smoke orbs and a healing potion.
We
and
bought
write
some
it
stuff.
I went and got a job.
I lie for a living. I think I can
Is
tell
that
you
not
the
a
lies.
normal thing to do when you're in a new town?
You're poking butt.
That is private property, sir.
I got a job too. I'm self-employed. I got no boss.
Self-employed, aka
And then
being a bloody
And
criminal.
then I fired myself.
I unlock the dirigible.
So you're a thief.
I'm gonna
You're
unlock
a
the
thief.
dirigible. Alright, pile in, because nobody went and
Uh,
found a place to bloody stay.
I
You
have
would think
5
so.
torches.
Oh no.
You would think so.
I do think so. Actually.
Yeah, I don't have a job yet. I'm not gonna go get a place. I don't have a way to pay for it.
Sorry. Can't go my throat.
Unless one of you seems to have a
Excellent
secret
roleplay.
place here that you live at.
I don't want to use a story point for that.
Ah, my arm itches a little bit.
You don't.
You guys can.
Well, I'm planning some stuff to hopefully bring a little more money in. If you'd like to participate, I need
Please
contestants.
don't get us kicked out of another.
Not going to.
town.
Why do you always assume that I'm gonna like kill some people?
Because all I've known about you is you are in jail, and then you busted us out illegally.
Why was I in
You
jail?
never said anything about killing anyone.
I was not in jail for killing people. I did not
No.
get out by killing
You are a
people.
smuggler.
Well, I'm just gonna take a peek
You would
outside
think that
of
if
your-
he was killing people, that I would have seen the light of day more often.
You know, I feel like killing people with you is the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
And why would you say that?
You're so fucking loud.
I'm a gun.
Well, yeah.
Guns loud anyway.
No one really thinks of guns as silent.
But can you be
killers.
quiet until the moment when you need to be loud?
Speak.
I'm loud because I've been ignored for a very long time.
Speaking of loud,
I'm just saying.
That's
maybe
terrible.
we should all get some sleep.
I do think
Oh,
so.
we did.
You see, you are the one I identify most with, Viceroy. Even if your vocabulary is
Identifies with us, right?
limited.
I-
Tuckery gets this mad
I-
twitch in his
I
eye.
turn the safety on and I put him on a coat hanger with the like on
With
the
the
other
trigger
side of the trigger. And then if there's any kind of like storage, I'm pretty small. So if there's any kind of like storage, like an overhead,
Yeah, there's like overhead.
yeah, I climb
Viceroy?
myself up there and I
Where was this bloody
took my
alchemical
jacket and I
shop?
rolled up.
I
No,
posit
this
a
reminds me of
top-down
middle
map
school.
of the town as far as I'm aware of it.
Just
And,
staring
like,
at
give
the
a
ceiling.
That's literally going to
Every
be the
time we talk,
dirigible
I just stare
and the
at ceiling
shop.
with this little
Yeah, no, it's a
close
straight
back.
like road to the shop.
You know, I never got sleep.
Probably a couple of wrong turns.
It's the reason I
Which
got here.
I've just come to realize is a pun. And I'm dreadfully sorry for it.
I'll
Well,
figure
because
it
you
out
see,
on my
I never
own. Thanks.
understood sleep, but
Thanks.
also I don't have sleep as a process, so I didn't get to sleep.
Tuckery's going to head out to the alchemical shop.
Okay?
He asked for directions from Viceroy. Do I get
Okay,
time?
I displayed like projected like a map,
Like a visual map.
like a visual, yeah.
Sweet. Am I there?
Right as you get there, there's a lady turning her sign, lights off, and she's on the outside locking the door as you're walking up.
Excuse me, what time will you all be open in the morning?
Oh, most of the shops tend to open around, I don't know, like usually by 10.
Alright.
It's kind of a slow.
Well,
Yeah, thanks
he's
so much.
gone. I turn to these two and I flash up on the wall a picture of a short person, a edgy person, and a sphere inside of a dirigible, as the dirigible is above the ground, and on the ground is another short person,
I
like angrily
Back
waving with
to
like
the
a
dirigible.
like hashtag @ symbol.
Do you know how to drive this thing? Didn't think so. I shut the overhead with me inside.
I'm gonna start, I guess, like patrolling around the dirigible. with my
Viceroy is a real. What's the word I'm looking for? Ruffian.
I haven't
That's
cleaned
the
in a
word.
while.
I
Give me.
have a hard time gauging his personality, but he seems pretty shady. Shadier than
Wait,
me.
what did you just
I'm pretty
grab?
honest about what I
Okay.
do, except for the people I'm doing it to.
So I'm walking back into the dirigible. Do I see him getting his gun?
I'm pulling my gun out.
Yeah, you like catch them in the act.
No! No! None of that! Not in this town!
I'm cleaning.
He's one of the gladiators.
I'm cleaning it, my bud. Does it look like I'm shooting it?
One of the mechanical arms just pulls out the hand cannon. I am watching you!
How did you get that?
Stole it from the police station!
And who is the criminal?
No offense, I was on the straight and clean until you all made me fucking a criminal.
You could have just stayed myself.
And now you're holding a gun at him.
You didn't.
I am.
You didn't have to.
I'm
go
walking
that
into the dirigible, pointing at him. I'm bloody watching you.
So you're the thief.
far. Yep.
Would you roll perception for me real quick?
Great!
Average difficulty?
I was gonna say me. I'm locking it overhead.
Not you.
There's a spider on.
What?
If I see you're dead, you're now Spider-Man.
Shoot it.
You're Spider-Man.
Oh,
One.
that's fine. What's that?
That's
Okay,
my spider person.
go about your business.
I was going to
Yay!
start patrolling and looking for bad news headed our way.
You've got a pretty clear. There's not a lot of terrain here. The city of Rust is kind of built into a hill, right on the riverside. There's not a lot.
Okay.
You don't see anything coming.
Cool.
And if something was coming, you'd be able to see it pretty far off.
So I am now sitting in the pilot's chair, the dirigible,
Are you?
analyzing that little spherical geary thing I have. Not pressing the button.
Go ahead and roll a knowledge check.
Arya.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I think she might want more water.
yeah, that makes sense.
There's any difficulty?
It's gonna be one.
I had.
Easy. Especially for you.
Okay, that is 1 advantage, 2 success.
Alright, there's a clockwork grenade. With your advantage, I'll say you're pretty sure that the cops wouldn't leave an active grenade, even in a locked container on their premises.
Can I dismantle it?
You can certainly try.
I'm going to try.
Okay, go ahead and do an average mechanics check.
Did you do that
I
outside?
thought knack for it would be so much more handy than it is.
Hey. Did you do that outside?
What, the grenade thing?
Yeah, I don't want it to explode here.
Relax, I've done way more dangerous stuff than that.
Alright. Sort of start moving things towards the door side of the
3
overhead.
success.
Okay, yeah, you dismantle it. Sweet.
You do it? Is it alright?
Of course it is. What do you take me for, a fucking amateur?
You hear a bunch of thumping from the overhead and then the door opens again. Wow, know you.
Was it disarmed?
Yeah.
No. I don't know, and then I'm like, oh! I could have blown us all up.
Really?
Nah, I'm kidding, it was disarmed.
Did you just figure that out?
Cops usually don't have armed bombs. Gist is a rule of thumb.
Shiz? Sorry.
Gist? What? It's a Friday night. I mean,
Good night.
it could be in
That's a
someone's
good night.
future.
Is anybody doing anything else tonight?
Nope.
I'm just in patrolling.
Oh, in game.
Oh, in game.
I guess, yeah, you don't.
I guess if he lets me finish cleaning my gun, I'll finish cleaning my gun.
Oh, after he's dismantling, he's just kind of looking at you. Just kind of like,
With
Straight
another
away.
night's rest, you all regain another 5 rooms.
I'm pretty sure we're all max.
Yeah.
You need to go outside?
I heal.
And strain.
Jaden!
Heal.
I have almost 2,000 pins on this board.
So,
Alright, you awake. And the very next day,
Remember
yeah,
when we were
you
passed
hit
out,
your
like-
head on the.
Yeah, we woke up at 6 a.m.
About
We
what
don't have
time
alarm
is
clocks.
Roll a discipline check.
Physically.
fucking
Do a
hell.
somersault.
Roll discipline. This is to determine how disciplined you are in waking up in the morning.
1 success, 1 advantage.
I don't sleep.
You don't sleep, so you don't roll it.
Hey, that's a career skill.
If I did roll, however, it would be...
2 successes, 2 advantage.
Oh, well.
Two
Early
successes.
risers. Yeah. I would have gotten an advantage.
Green.
You wake up first, probably because you're sleeping in the overhead compartment.
3
And it's,
successes.
Very uncomfortable.
how many?
3.
You're not sure he slept.
I'm very pale. You might think I'm a vampire.
Very pale.
Very pale.
Very
Oh,
pale.
did you ever get my character description? No, you weren't here. I have a black Stetson similar to his, but black, and a black trench coat, and with some lighter clothing underneath.
Wait, you're a flasher?
You're just like a cliche cowboy.
Yeah.
Angst cowboy, edge cowboy.
Edge cowboy.
Yeehaw!
Oh, my.
I wonder how hard I can make it
Never do
spike.
that again.
Anyway.
So what time is it?
It's morning time. You wake up probably, like maybe 6, 7, 9-ish. Somewhere. 6 to 9-ish.
69?
I'm down.
6 to 9 months.
Sorry, wait, did I say that out loud?
6.
was
So
all
you wake up
taken
at
into
9
account.
a.m. You wake up probably at like 7 or 8-ish. You never sleep, and you did sleep, but nobody noticed.
I slept like how Evan sleeps.
You slept like an Evan. You
Taking a note from him.
How does an
wake up
Evan
and I
sleep?
clean my guns
2 a.m. to 4 a.m.
because they've been in a
Child,
relationship for a long
no!
time. So, unreliable and hot.
Get some sleep!
It's usually not that
Oh,
bad. I
good.
just get at least 4 hours.
It was about time.
It used to be that
He's
bad.
a revolver.
No, I
right?
really did.
Yes, a revolver.
He's
I
so
would
weird.
be
Like,
dead
the
on
chamber
4 hours.
spins, scissor spins properly. early.
Last
the hammer
December,
slide's all good.
I had 5 instances
Oh,
of
good
going
and well.
30-hour days.
And then same
or
for,
30 plus.
All reliable, my repeater.
All reliable.
Huxley.
He doesn't talk, and that's why I like him.
Josh joined me on one of those days. The 30-hour days?
I did.
Yeah.
Sleep is nice.
You didn't take it as well as I did.
I get to dream.
Which is
when I
understandable.
sleep. And I get to do fun things in my dreams.
And then, after I clean my guns, I would leave a little note saying, going out to not kill people. And I start doing a little bit of campaigning about like a local gun show.
When Tuckery eventually wakes
Alright,
up, he appreciates that note.
Go ahead and roll. Charm.
Charm? Okay.
So, are you leaving the dirigible before him?
I don't know. That's really up
Because
to
if that's the case, then I'm following you.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, I know
Wait,
what I can do right
are
now.
they both leaving the dirigible?
I was never inside.
No.
He wakes up like
Oh,
3 hours later.
I'm waking up later than the rest of you.
So,
Charm is presence, which I don't actually have much of.
you know what? I'll go with you two. Why not?
Can I give
You're
him
good
a
at
boost?
being a lion son of a bitch.
Well, you're a robot. I don't know if you have much. You have one presence.
Yeah, you have equally
I
awful
had 3,
presence.
then I downgraded it.
2.
2.
2. So yeah, I'll just be rolling this one. Success and advantage.
Fingers crossed for you, boy.
You try and talk out people, but like you have I don't know, like people are just not very receptive to it.
I gotta outplay.
This is a skimmer town, not a gun-toting town.
As I have like 7 guns on me.
I gotta
What?
lie to him. I gotta lie to him.
Oh, I put rifle
That's
back
what
on
I'm
you.
good at. I gotta lie to him.
I flash a picture on the ground of a skimmer,
Whoa.
and then like
I'm not looking at the projection. I'm just looking at you. Come see the man who never misses and his pet angel.
How can I help you with that?
I promote a rivalry between us.
Okay, because I was thinking, or I could go way the fuck out, and if you do miss, I pull the trigger at the same time you do. So if you do miss,
How are you going to
it won't work.
logistically? How are you going to organize both of you pulling the trigger?
We won't. It won't work. So a
Or
rivalry
we could
makes
just-
much more sense.
Yes. So like I said,
I
come see this lifelong rivalry come to its.
I'm gonna let you
dramatic
roll
conclusion.
deception.
That's a lot
Oh,
better.
can I give him a
Because
boost
I'm
just because I am a spectacle?
And his pet angel, yes.
Yes, you are lending
So
your.
this is what I'm rolling.
All right.
Success and advantage. That's 1 success, 2 advantage. That's a blank. So 1 success, 2 advantage. That's 3 successes, 2 advantage. That's 4 successes, 3 advantage.
I'm assuming you're doing this like in a marketplace.
Yeah.
On a soapbox.
This lady comes up to you. What is that you're yelling about?
Don't worry, my fine hag.
Do not worry, witch. I don't say that.
For the better.
Well, you see, the greatest marksman in Red Rock, on Red Rock?
In Red Rock.
In Red Rock. The greatest marksman in Red Rock and his second best have been traveling the world, showing off their skill as best they can, a rivalry growing as one wins and the other wins. And now, to display their incredible feats of skill and to bring the rivalry to the end, we have come here, the thriving metropolis of Rust.
Zoom out shot. Tumbleweed going. Will there be concessions?
No.
No, they won't.
I'm not sure if I want to go see this unless there's gonna be some kind of snackage.
Have you ever met God?
The hell kind of question is that?
There he is.
If that's God, then I'm an atheist.
Alright, you know what? Give me half an hour. I'll talk to every restaurant up in this place and we'll get them sponsoring us officially.
There's only one restaurant in Rust. Everybody knows that.
Then it'll be easy. He was like, she was like, I don't know if I want to come with any concessions. And he was like, you ever met God? And she was like, no. We're like, there he is. So we pointed at you.
I started glowing. And then I heard some of that. Is there like a building that I can post stuff on behind us?
Yeah, I imagine you're like near it.
Behind us, I'm
Just
going
one
to make
step.
like a big, like showboaty sign that I'm going to project up saying, concessions and snacks at very reasonable prices.
Oh no.
How reasonable are these prices?
An underline under very.
All right, maybe I'll think about it. Is there a cover charge?
Yes.
Yes.
2 underlines under very.
What's the cover charge?
2 toys.
Yes.
Back in my day, 2 torches could buy you. Well, I guess it still couldn't buy you a lot, but it could buy you more than now.
Well, that's
It could
what
buy you-
inflation is. It's a pretty normal thing.
It could buy you more than seeing the 2 best
What's my
guns in
fucking-
the
Oh, is
world.
that what that means? My husband was getting our auto carriage looked at, and he told me that when they were fixing the wheels, that he forgot to factor for inflation. I thought it was a joke, but it seems like a cruel joke on me, an old person.
What's not a joke is the serious actual talent that we're putting on.
We are both extremely skilled marksmen. One more than the other.
2, whichever one it is, we'll find out. 2 measly torches to get in.
On the sign.
I'll
Two
think
pistols
about it. I'll
shooting at
talk
each
to
other.
the ladies at Wine Club.
Tell them all that there's concessions in
That's
there.
spelled with an H, by the way.
Wine.
We just bitch about our husbands for a couple of hours every week.
Fucking Jeff.
Goddamn that Jerry.
I'm gonna leave now. I'm announcing that.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Hey,
Okay,
I'm
now,
guessing I
God
woke
damn it,
up
fucking,
already.
Viceroy, now we
You're
have to
awake now,
get
yeah.
food.
Sweet. Is
Ah,
it,
It's okay, I'll go talk to
have
the
I been
restaurant.
awake long enough to go to a shop
I
that's
don't.
open?
I don't.
You have been
believe
awake
in
long
your
enough to go to
abilities.
a shop.
I'm gonna go to the alchemy shop.
All right, you go to Stark's.
Well, I mean, you were right about the best
Stark's
marksman.
Apothecary.
on,
I walk in.
didn't-
I
Yeah,
know
right.
that we've both
Bedrock,
already worked
yeah.
out means hold out your
Yeah,
hand
I
so
was
I can
wondering
project
if
things
you all
onto
could
it
help me
without,
identify what
other
this
people being able
bottle
to read it
is.
because it's not just
I
on the
pour out
ground.
the bottle.
And
So
then
very
on there,
liquid.
I do a picture of
Oh, I've seen 1,000 of these.
equals dull
Where'd you
torch.
get this from?
You get your food first.
Well, I just came over from
Finish working first.
Cydonia?
Cydonia. Yeah.
Cydonia. It's a very popular drug in that area.
Oh,
I like drugs.
hey.
Dr.
any
Wilson's
smaller?
incomparable miracle
Is
tonic.
it just torches?
And
So far,
Or
good.
there's
what
are there
does
like
it
matches?
do?
And then bonfires?
Well,
We have an important
Are there any
question.
small
I'm
divisions
that
of
name
torches?
would be
Or is
a
it just
good
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Dr. Wilson's incomparable miracle tonic.
Are there any smaller divisions of like? Is it just torches, or are there like smaller ones and bigger ones?
Like
There's
matches
coppers.
and bonfires.
There's coppers. Oh.
Okay, continue with the
Then it's called-
explanation.
Oh, that's actually, I like that.
Can they be called matches?
That he came up with that.
I like
Matches,
that.
torches, and fires.
Or like a flame?
It'll be
It's
campfires.
Furnace.
Furnace? Okay.
A furnace.
Ooh, that is
torches,
nice.
matches.
Anyways, continue, please.
I'll need to figure out the
Uh,
exchange rate.
Dr. Wilson's incomparable miracle tonic. It's a really heavy drug, and a lot of people don't realize what they're getting into with it.
Perfect.
One of the robotic arms just kind of holds it at arm's length. Ew.
If I was to describe it in sort of a in a way, as if to describe some sort of numerical value ascribed to someone's health, it increases wound threshold and strength threshold by 5 until the end of the current encounter. But you must
How many hit points do
succeed
you
at
have?
an average resilience check as an incidental or suffer 5 strain.
an unfortunate side effect of the quicksilver included in the tincture.
You've seen the thing. It's
Like,
It's
Help it.
incredibly
you
addictive.
don't actually know.
A lot of like games or like
Okay, how you
fighters will use it
Well, we're still
to.
1 to 62 on that 7.
I'm to be honest, I have no idea.
But
what
also,
I grabbed.
some rich people just drink it at parties because they think that it'll make them, last longer. Like
Ye-
last. Longer.
yeah,
You
I
get what
get-
I'm saying. I'm
I get the
referencing.
idea.
I was referring to sex.
Duly
Are you
noted.
coming on to me?
Can you do anything with this? I don't think this is very helpful to me.
I don't want it. If that's
Neither
what
do
you're
I.
asking. I don't really. I
wonder
Not
if
a
the collection
drag-
of crooks
You
and
know-
scoundrels you hang out with.
I
you find
didn't
useful,
know
right?
if.
People like Dr. Wilson really put legitimate apothecaries in a bad light, and that's part of the reason why I love Cydonia.
Tiffany, vice
I honestly had no idea.
She
what
looks
this
like
stuff
that
was.
for a lot of reasons.
I don't
And
know his first.
I didn't know if it would be useful for anything. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
Not offended. I'm just
Did she have
don't
4
want
arms?
anything to do with it.
I was assuming
Well-
he lost his arms.
That,
I
that
won't
makes sense,
judge
right?
you
Because
for
he said
drinking
he's
it or
armless.
using it or selling it. I just don't want it here.
Because he's
Hey,
just a foreigner.
no problem.
Josh is gonna love this conversation.
He
over
puts it in
and
his
over.
bag. I really have
Listen.
no idea what I'll do with that. I'll figure it out later. That being said, I put the thing down. I shouldn't put the thing down.
What thing did you put down?
This.
No, bud.
Have you ever? This sounds like something I'd find in an apothecary or an alchemical shop. I'm gonna mention this to you.
Not a phlogiston heart. No, that's more mechanical. I mean, it is alchemical. It has alchemical aspects to it, but that's more something.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if you'd have it or not. It's one of those things where it's either at the alchemical shop or it's at the mechanic shop, and you never know which.
Yeah, maybe if I was in a bigger city like Cydonia, some of those alchemical shops would deal with the phlogiston heart, but here that's mostly more Fenton's MO.
Alrighty, well, thank you anyways, and I hope you have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Strolls on out. Heads over to old Jackie.
Jack's not in the
Well, I head
lobby
to
when you enter.
Fenton's.
Once you enter the lobby, he's not in the lobby.
Is there anyone in the lobby? Did I just walk into a closed door?
It's not closed. There was a sign that said it was open.
Awesome.
The lobby, I should mention, it's mostly like a small seating area of a desk, and
Yeah.
then like 2 other doors. One that goes to the left, which goes out to the garage area that you've seen, and one that is a full door that has no windows that says employees only.
Shoot everyone inside.
And you can hear some clanging coming from the left door.
That's the workshop, right?
Yeah.
Gonna stroll on over and like keep my head through, looking around, seeing if old Jackie boy.
You see Jack kind of, he's working under the skimmer that's got the big canvas tarp over it. He peeks out from underneath. Tuckery
Yep.
Dust.
That's me, old Jack.
Yeah. What brings you down to my shop again? Feels like it's been ages.
I thought you said the thing opened today.
Did I say that was today? No, I'm pretty sure that's next week.
Oh, yeah then. Sorry.
I got all mixed up. I'm sorry. It happens a lot.
It happens to the best of us.
And the worst of us, if I'm not any indication.
Also, I had some parts I was looking to procure eventually.
Oh, some parts. Well, I'm in the right place to look. I've actually got some deals with some suppliers who run stuff between Cydonia and, what's the name of that town? Could have sworn I wrote it down somewhere.
What was the name of that real fancy town?
I don't fucking know. Bumblefoot.
Jefferson.
Anyways, that's not important. What are you looking for?
These are some things I'm just looking to get some price estimates on. Got my own little pet project
let me
as
take
where.
Great to see. Yeah, I see a lot of those. Sterling alternator, yeah, pretty standard stuff. K-struts. 5 of them. What are you making of this here?
Well, like I said, I used to be in Sidonia. I sort of really got into the mecha fights.
No mecha fights. That takes me back.
Did you used to participate?
No, not me. No, I used to go watch them with a buddy of mine. That was a long time ago. I'm sure they're not quite the same as they used to be.
Jesus Christ, this poor man!
What?
Did he have to be tragically just
Good.
broken?
He's got memories. He's lived a full life. What did you expect?
He's a person.
A not so sad life. Anyways. No, this is my plans for one of the smaller mechas. I've got plans for a bigger one, and she's gonna be my masterpiece.
Yeah, well... you got a place to build that at? I don't know.
The big one, not yet, and the small one, barely.
Yeah, because I'm not... At least not in Rush. There's not any real good garages that really would accommodate a piece of that size. Even the smaller mechs, I mean, I guess we can hang it from the ceiling. Don't know what you're going to do once you're trying to get it out of here, though. Except for maybe hanging it from a
Well, the
loon
outer...
of some kind.
You're a loon.
Loony.
My dad was an old loony.
Well,
You know,
he's a loon pilot. There's a couple of these.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you that.
I'm a bit of a loony myself, too.
Oh yeah, but
Help pay the bills.
makes sense. I mean, if you know how to fix them, you know how to fly them. That's what Dad used to say.
So I suppose if you ever need help with supply runs or anything, I can lend out my old dirigible. Not sure how much help she'll be, but she's a
No,
tough one.
But what makes his hat there, dirigible yours?
Captain Mark 6.
Freya...
There's not on there.
Oh! Hey! You want to give me the make and model?
You get to make it up. I'm making up makeup numbers for your makeup things
Awesome.
over here. Bear with me.
Big Chungus for PS2.
Goddamn.
Where do horses go when they get sick? The horse people, well, JK, they just get shot.
Turned into glue.
Oh, my baby, she's
Say
a
hello to the
T3 German
Definitely
car.
not a glue factory.
Oh, those ones got surprisingly good lifts, considering them.
These
They're
are the
small
hospital
size.
vats. You just jump right in there.
Frankly, a lot of times people see it as a defect. I mean, why would you put that much lift power if it could only hold like maybe 4 or 5 people?
May only be able to hold 4 or 5 people, but she gets around.
We just
Yeah,
went
I
over Matt's
bet.
party side. Except you're not included, because you float, you
I
can't.
can't remember a lot of these parts.
You
I
could
haven't
make
dealt
us look
with
more.
K-struts.
No one said I'm sorry around me once.
I can't remember when.
And so I
Yeah.
can't apologize.
Not that that's any news to you,
Like,
is
I
it?
wanted to apologize so many times
Yeah.
to so many people. Oh, I do have one.
I'm probably the same age as this
She's the
man.
same
No,
age as
I'm a little younger.
You're probably like slightly younger,
Sorry.
but you're definitely not as crotchety as Jack.
And I'm definitely gonna outlive him.
You're most certainly going to outlive him, even with your adventure.
If I play this right, I can take over this shop, guys.
I feel like this isn't the
I
shot
think
you want to take.
What
over.
I think, what Hunter thinks you should do is convince his wife to come back to him so he can retire and just leaves the shop to you. That would be a very
You
Fallout
know,
way.
that
of
sounds
doing
like a
everything.
job for your character.
Hey, I'm great at lying. I could make a false love come back to her, baby.
Hey, your
Trust me.
husband definitely loves you.
Trust me, he's changed. It's just he's focused
He's
too much
changed.
on the shop. If only there was a hip new mechanic in town who might be able to take over.
You guys are gonna parent trap old Jack Benton,
So I can
but you're not even his kids. They're just these random strangers that flew into town and got him back together so that you could take his company. That would be so...
like a one-day acquaintance.
Oh, that would be so hilarious.
I want to
But
draw that
anyways,
story.
if I do manage to get this mech built, these other towns have a problem with, well, the wasteland pests, don't ya?
And then we
Break
get
the
to fuck
alchemist's
once.
stay.
Not too much lately. Really, they're overhunted, if anything.
Really? I guess I didn't hear about such things over in Sidonia.
That's weird. I thought hunting for sport was what you Sidonians did.
Yeah, well, we're not all the same.
I didn't mean to lump you all together. I was
You're fine, you're fine.
just making a joke. And I'm like, there's my wife.
Perchance I may have a friend.
My wife was a Sidonian.
Just imagining, like, every time he gets minorly sad, he just thinks about it. Sorry, I didn't mean to lump you all together, just making a joke.
God,
I miss her.
my wife still misses me, but her aim is getting better.
But her aim is getting
I'm
better.
very concerned. Just how homicidal was your wife?
No, it's a, never mind.
There's a reason they work with machines.
It's not people. Never had a skimmer try and tell you a joke, huh? I've seen some skimmers around here that are jokes. Let me tell ya. Everybody who thinks they can hobble a couple of pieces together thinks they can be the next big skimmer racer. Hell, it takes a lot more
I am
talent.
not Anakin Skywalkering this thing.
takes
I
a-
know that look.
It takes a lot more talent and skill than a lot of people realize to be a skimmer pilot. Most people
That's a
don't.
good trick.
Most people don't got the genitalia for it.
I don't
Really, it's a
Most
sex.
people don't got the testes for it.
They don't got the balls. The
Balls don't do
the
shit.
labia for it.
Vaginas take the pounding, really.
My wife wouldn't know. I have not recovered from any of my wife jokes. So every time I just get, like, even more just thrown off, and I just need to laugh for a solid couple seconds here and get it out of my system.
Plot twist, we're making all these jokes, but she actually died, and this is his way of coping. And it's actually tragic.
Just pretending that she's still alive.
Oh yeah, didn't she die?
I
Did
wonder who
did
killed
I
her.
say that she died? I
I
can't
thought
remember.
I thought she left.
You said she left for another man. This is
Did
my
I
head
say
canon.
that?
Yeah,
I don't remember
you
saying
did say that.
Official now.
This is my head canon, is that she died, and this is his way of coping with it. It's tragic, really. It's a shame I don't have anybody to put him out of this misery.
That's when I walk in.
No.
You hear a raven caw.
Tuckery just blanches.
How's it going?
Oh, should do. Okay, I
Oh, you actually walked
I
in.
guess.
You can if you want. You don't. You can.
Sure. Yeah.
Spend a story point to have his wife on your arm.
That is going to cost you a lot more than a story.
I'll
All
say
of your
cost you
dignity.
4.
We only have 3.
That's the joke.
I need you to spend 2 right now. I can be
You have his
dickless and
wife's-
armless.
You killed his wife. No, I'm joking. You wouldn't know that anyways.
No, we still have 3.
Hey.
Oh, do we?
Pardon, we still have 3.
Hey, Josh. I killed his wife.
You're gonna just stand in the doorway there, or are you gonna...
Sorry, Isaiah. Okay.
Knowing his character, probably.
Just. Huh?
I'm walking. Hey, Tucker.
Walking on sunshine.
What you doing, my bud? We're
She was singing.
we're doing this whole thing that Arnold and I, and just wondering.
What are you boys getting up to?
is that gun show thing that
Yeah.
Gladys was talking about?
Yeah, put your money on me.
She tries to get me to join our wine clubs, but I don't know what I talk about with them.
Well, I mean,
My wife left me.
if she, oh, that's unfortunate.
I mean, you talked about those jugs of skimmers.
She asks you to go to an event with her.
No, she just doesn't shut up.
Oh.
She's like my wife.
Plot twist, Gladys is his wife.
I can hear Gladys walking from outside. Like, she's so loud, she didn't come into my garage. I could just hear her walking around out there. Also, I'm gonna stop doing the old man voice because I think I'm actually gonna have an aneurysm.
Suddenly, he drinks some tea and his voice gets so much better.
Oh, wow. I had such a terrible frog in my throat.
Hi-ho.
Walter, is that you?
It ain't easy being divorced.
It ain't easy being wifeless.
Miss Piggy,
This is a headcanon.
I'm so sorry. Back to the show.
That was the Muppet ad.
Yeah, you guys having that gun show there. I heard about it. It seems...
Well, unlike you boys, I'm trying to get some actual work.
We don't get a lot of carnies traveling through here. Not since... Well...
Not since my wife died.
I was going to say the incident, but...
What was the incident?
Okay. 5 matches.
No,
2
there's
torch,
just a
10
thing
torches,
with some
2 friends.
carnies and some alleged theft that, you know, it's shady folk that come in and go. People don't trust that. Rust is a town of the tried and true. We know our kind, and we know who's not from around here pretty quick. Word
Yeah.
gets around town when you're not from around here, and people tend to be pretty wary of that.
That makes sense. Yeah.
With the exception of skimmer racing. Skimmer racers come from all over the place, even Cydonia. Cydonians don't tend to do well, but...
Skimmer race.
I mean, we did only get into town yesterday.
Yeah.
Choose a
Well-
town.
I was born in skimmers.
Also, if we're looking to get a place to stay or something like that, any recommendations?
There's the Skimmer
Well,
Hotel.
there's the Rust Troll Inn.
We have your. Why would we say anywhere else?
Because it's not a good place to sleep.
I don't
Not
care.
fancy.
Yeah, I
It's
really should have
free.
actually given you guys a penalty for sleeping like in
I
In a-
slept in the overhead.
an overhead compartment. But, you know, it probably wouldn't have made much of a
Are
difference.
you sure I slept?
None of us are sure you slept. Not even he is.
It's true, and I was awake the whole time.
Wait, where did you come from?
We gotta find his coffin.
It just pops out of like a fucking car, like in the.
And in the overhead
Yeah,
of the shop.
What the?
I said overhead.
How did
and
you?
then all of a sudden, just a bunch of scraps of metal like start floating up, and he's there.
What?
Behold!
And,
Just kidding.
well,
Sorry,
JK?
these are my friends.
You're not. You
No,
guys
I'm,
are
I'm
not.
still with him, and we're still trying to scam.
Yeah, I'm.
Well, I mean, scam. You are putting on a
We're-
show.
we-
I don't
It's
see-
actual
you're-
entertainment.
It is entertainment.
We're trying to make money without getting it like a for real job.
Oh yeah, because we're a bunch of
You mean
dirty
like-
performers.
Some of us.
Look,
I
I
don't know my
tried.
character's the one non-performer, even
It's
though
not-
I am
it's-
the only. Well,
It's not my
yes,
fault. The
No.
only alchemist in this town is a Luddite.
I mean, but you also just arrived and started mixing things.
I can't exactly go through an interview process.
It doesn't
So
help.
what
that
would
she
you
wasn't
say are your
religious.
skills?
Literally, what I'm supposed to do.
Terribly sorry, old bee.
Terribly sorry, old bee.
We lost our dog.
You were here for that.
He's one of the.
I was.
He's one of the gladiators.
I can't believe that line. It's gonna be with us for the rest
Yeah.
of the damn campaign now. Well, I guess if you don't need any help,
No, probably next week, even though I said I wouldn't do the voice anymore. What can I say? I'm a. Terribly sorry, old bee, but I'm doing the voice.
do you think there's anyone around town that might need help until then?
I don't know, maybe odd jobs. Have to ask around. What am I? The town crier?
I mean, you're the old crotchety man whose wife left him. You're 2 steps away from being a Lovecraft exposition tool. Okay?
He just kind of looks at you,
Speaking of which, I have all these old journals on them.
and he just starts
More.
laughing.
You just start.
Would you like to write a story about you reading these?
Concerned.
Would you perhaps like to write about these journals in your own journals?
If you start talking about fish people, we're out
I
of
don't
this town.
fucking know.
Potentially some extremely racist propaganda.
And they were black.
That's
Or-
not the word he used.
Or, and they were poor.
When did I say my tool
They
of
had
death?
darker skin than
When did I
most.
say my tool of death?
Seriously, they should
When you're talking to the crystal, well, may I ask you one more question, Mr. Tool of Death?
Mr. Tool of Death.
But, anyways,
May I ask you one more question?
I guess Spool.
Oh, you're right.
I almost just called this character Spoolie.
Yeah.
Tuckery. Why do all of them end with a Y?
Yeah, what is it with you and E names?
I don't know. Because I'm
Well-
Tommy.
You are Tommy.
Good job.
I almost made all of my characters C's, and I actively went against it.
Tuckery's gonna look around town for odd jobs.
Andrew and Arnold, I guess.
Bree was gonna be
I would be more specific, but I've been role playing a while and wish to open it up.
I've cheated out.
Yeah.
How goes, what are you guys up to? Anything different?
I'm literally just following people around and doing what they tell
Do
me.
you have like a locale in mind?
Oh, as to where this worship would be taking place?
Yeah.
In the shop, of course.
We
The
need
best
to
place
set
for
up-
long range
We need to set up
sniping.
several targets. So I'm thinking like these pieces of sheet metal that we can possibly paint, so that they'll make noise when they get hit at varying distances.
We're just gonna have you sit in
Short
there,
range,
heading
medium
back.
range, long, and extreme.
Why don't you just put like some little explosives behind them to like?
Yeah.
Because we're both actually
The
good at
problem is
shooting.
he has shit for extreme.
The Rust Hole is the place that Gladys referred to.
Or open up a
It's the
mission
only real food
for
where you
people to like test their own game.
that like prepares food. Like there's still like a market.
Yeah.
There's other
Better
ways to
scamming
get
than you
food,
guys are.
but that's the only place
Oh, yeah.
that like prepares.
So you're a weasel.
And also, I'm putting up
They
some
call
like
me
posters,
the
and it's
weasel.
of a cartoonish rendition of a frightened, not frightened, surprised man who has 2 smoky bullet holes in his top hat that are like Venn diagram like touching, so like that accurate. And he's surprised, and it says unbelievable accuracy on it. And it says come to the western outskirt of town.
All right.
By the way,
Whatever certain.
so I totally had this idea, not this weasel next to me. We can have them test their own shot. Maybe there's one of them out there that,
We can have a little firing range.
and if they can shoot better than us, we
Well, there'll be
a prize.
there'll be a little competition. We'll
You have a sharpshooter in this town, don't you?
we'll have people put their names in a hat, and then we'll draw the name from the hat. That person will be
You'll
a third
shoot the
contender.
names from the hat.
Wonderful,
And we-
wonderful.
and we
Fucker of the
rig
Beat
it.
Avenue.
We'll toss the names in the air, and I'll shoot one,
What is worse?
or we'll each shoot one, and then we'll have 2.
Is it his wife?
I can probably make blanks.
Blanks or cast like a shield spell or something along those lines.
Just like as so that you can
Blanks would work. better,
So
actually.
as you're walking into the Rust Hole, you put up some posters,
Yeah.
and someone's like, "How accurate is unbelievable?" And then you're walking in. And,
have to see for yourself. You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
I won't chop the wings off a fly. I was gonna add something else, but I
When you were
couldn't think of
talking to
anything
him about
intelligent.
possibly like blocking the gun or making the bullets not work, I was like, "What's the matter? Scared some rando will beat you?"
Yes.
Oh,
Because did
okay.
you see the look that he gave us?
No, I didn't. I was looking over
Oh,
here.
he had a look.
He had a
He
look.
had a look of. It was that
I'm
DM
not
look
metagaming
of,
at all.
yeah,
No,
rocked.
actually, we were thinking about that.
now you have to do it.
It was
Well, I'm
that
not thinking about cheating.
FD moment.
I just know that everyone who comes in, the money will go to us anyway. So
they just pay for admission.
the grand
for,
prize
like,
is bragging rights. We are great shooters.
Yeah, no. It's funny because we've never seen either of each other shoot.
No.
So, yeah.
I just know you keep hogging the shotguns.
You know, the shotgun, I don't care too much about. It's just you have that pistol. I
do-
pull out just a tiny fucking knife. I have this.
But I'm better equipped with heavier guns.
Like a hand.
Anyways, you've got a.
I'm not taking them.
As you enter the the rust hole, there's a there's a portly
I want the Rochambeau.
there's a portly woman behind the counter who greets you. Howdy there, Sweet Pea.
Hi.
Oh, you
That's
must
the
be new
juice.
in town. Haven't seen you around these parts. She's got some like cooking pots, and there's like a range, but the kitchen's kind of open, so you can see it past the bar stools over the counter, and she's whipping something up, almost with an almost intimidating intensity. Like most cooking you've ever seen is, kind of laid back and but mild, but not her.
This
Not
is
the way she
intimidating cooking.
She is cooking things probably at temperatures that most cooks would be afraid to cook at. And
Not Garrett.
rates.
You reduce the time.
You do. The perfect pizza is cooked at, I think it's something like 500 degrees for about 80 seconds.
Yeah, if you want the inside
Something
raw.
like that. Anyways, she is cooking furiously, but looks completely calm while she's doing it. And in fact, she's not even watching what she's doing.
Yeah.
Am I intimidated or am I aroused?
Probably
or am I
both.
Yes. In fact,
mean,
your
it's good.
arousal intimidates other people.
Oh, I'm so hard.
I say,
Can't
Marty,
even
you
tell
look
you
like
what
quite
I am
the
thinking
chef.
right now.
Oh,
Quite
I
the chef.
believe.
Well, I'd reckon I'm the best chef in all of Rust.
Well, it seems so. You're
Like
the
that.
only restaurant here.
It's because I put everyone out of business.
Exactly.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Nobody would ever challenge me.
What if you could
dun,
find
dun,
someone
dun.
who could?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
I'm
It's going to be the most elaborate scheme I've ever done.
I'm sorry?
What if? So you may have heard there's a little competition going down in town.
Competition?
Yes.
Oh, was that what
Fucking
Gladys was on
LSD
about
and
again?
everything.
You remember the wine club?
I'm not a member of the wine club. I don't have much time to spend whining.
At this point, I believe it is genuinely just Gladys in this club. I'm just saying.
Really, I'd much prefer spending my time dining to whining. That's not the first time I've told that joke.
Yeah, it does
Nobody else
surprise
laughs at it either. You can keep talking, Sweet Pea. Don't feel bad.
At this point, I think Tucker is gonna stroll in, still looking for work.
All right.
Well,
I'll get to you next week, P. I'm already helping somebody else.
there is a gun show going on in town.
Oh, is that show, honey?
Yes, between
Right,
two
yeah.
impeccable marksmen, and I'm saying, what if we had two competitions at the same event? Benefit each other, you see.
Two competitions at the same event?
Yes,
Well,
if we could find a chef who thinks they could match you or surpass you in skill, you could have a cook-off of sorts, providing catering for the people coming to see our show, drumming up business for you as well.
Go ahead and
Win-win-win.
roll a negotiation check. Go ahead and take 2 boosts,
Okay,
because that's actually kind of pretty clever.
that's me.
I
One
wish-
intellect.
I wish Evan was to make everything better.
But it's very cunning. This is
very
all for my
cunning.
own gain, really.
Yeah.
Okay, so negotiation.
Dastardly little bastard.
It's presents.
It is presence. So
Oh, shit, right.
that's 1. And I don't think I have anything in negotiation, so it's just a normal 1.
Just don't roll blanks.
Don't roll blanks.
Two successes left.
Yeah. 1 advantage. Oh yeah. Success and advantages. 3 successes and 2 advantage.
That's
Just
about as
good
she
as
starts
you can get.
nodding. Good luck trying to find someone who will compete against me, Sweet Pea.
I not even like a cordial bow, just to kind of and I say I'll do my
You
best.
just throw your head down and your hands up.
That's my next step, so I die.
Is that wait?
You suffer
Hands
1
up,
critical
head
injury. It's
da.
77. That's not looking good. No,
You died. You had a heart attack and died.
that really put put a wrench in our entire campaign.
Alright, and then I say I'll do my best. And
A
I
wandering
turn my
chef
heel,
comes into
and
town.
I say, nothing.
Who?
We say nothing.
Oh, if his character.
All right, I
died.
can help you now, honey. What can I do for you?
Feeling
Well.
his character scared.
Sorry.
Order up.
It's gonna be the most complex fucking
Stack of hotcakes. Sorry, honey.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just finishing up this order here. It's a stack of hotcakes. I see you. She slides down the fire. Guy stops it.
frisbees.
One of the hands just like waves, like, oh, tank. Anyways, new in town. Hoping to start helping out at. I cannot remember the name of that mechanic.
Fenton's.
Hoping to start helping Fenton's next week.
Oh,
Which means
Jack. Yeah, he's a sweetheart, really.
I'm just looking for some small odd jobs in the meantime.
Tragic, isn't it? He's fucking depressed.
Yeah.
He tries to laugh it off, but everyone knows he's just been messed up since Linda left him.
Kind of sad, actually.
A little bit. Anyways, you were saying about looking for work and such and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm a loony and a bit of a mechanic, so if there's anything I can do to help you, I'm looking for work for this next
Sorry.
week.
I still associate Looney with being crazy. So you're just like on your
That's,
top.
that's the idea.
We have 2 moons here, and neither of them are lunar, so
Okay.
Aha.
Spanish doesn't exist. I mean Latin.
Anyways,
neither. Well, you don't know plumbing much, do you?
that's mechanical. That's fairly mechanical, so I was guessing I'd know.
Mildly mechanical. It's a little different.
But I'm guessing mechanics would still be the skill, I guess. I'm.
No, your plumbing skill.
Yeah. I could put some plumbing.
It's presence based.
You gotta have the buck.
You gotta have the crack. I mean, haven't you ever seen a porno? Like, it's always presence based. Anyway.
What?
So, anyway.
I'm sorry. Pulls
We got a sink. We got a sink that we've had some troubles with in the past. It just doesn't drain very quickly. I've tried to look at it, but I'm not one much for mechanical parts. If it's not going in my mouth, then I'm not really invested.
Oh, I'm sure I can work on that.
Can I interest you in my penis?
If it ain't being ingested, I ain't invested. That's my motto here at the rest home.
Never mind about the penis thing.
Yeah, I can fix that up. And if you
I own
need,
these.
say, a quick run of supplies for this
Why do I own saltines?
big event coming up, let me know.
She offers you a hand while she's stirring still. Name's Lymph, Africa Lymph.
Tuckery Dust. Pleasure to meet ya.
Oh. Now that name isn't if that name ain't just the sweetest thing I've heard all day.
Point me to the sink and I'll see what I can do.
All right, it's just out in back here. She pulls you around, kind of back to the. Even though the kitchen's kind of open, there's still kind of a like back corner for like
Yeah.
employees to wash out.
Sweet.
This is our hand washing sink. We've had to be doing hand washing sink and the dishwashing sink, and let me tell you that slows down our process.
Well, let me see what I can do.
We take sanitation very seriously here at the Rust Hole.
Tuckery proceeds to crack his real knuckles and his mechanical knuckles for effect.
That's a fancy set of arms you got there. Where'd you get them?
Built them myself.
Oh, I guess if anything qualifies you for plumbing, that would be it.
I love how everyone is just like, damn, if he can make a pair of arms, he can do anything.
Man, what I wouldn't give for an extra set of hands here in the kitchen that I don't have to pay hourly.
Well, I mean, you could commission me for a pair, but they're not cheap to make, if I'm honest.
Oh.
Don't know if I'd be in really have the extra cash lying around at the moment, but we'll see in the future.
I'll grab the juice.
Yeah, that's a thing that happens. Anyways, I'll tell you what I can do with the sink.
All right. It's gonna be just a average mechanics check.
Sweet. So that's 2 of these,
2 setback because you're not used to plumbing.
but with knack for it.
I know.
Oh.
That's why I'm here to you. I wanted you to feel
Yay!
feel like you've got that talent for a purpose.
Okay,
2 success and advantage.
Yep.
Yeah, it takes you maybe like 15 minutes to locate
You clean
her
her
brains. and kind of sort it out. It's kind of
Only
rudimentary,
Viceroy
really.
was here.
What?
Because then you'd be able to say if it had been adjusted.
Call her back
I
there.
had
She checks it. Oh, that's flowing smooth as the river that runs right past here. It's a beautiful thing.
So it's smooth as a body of water that leads to the sea.
That took me about 15 minutes. I think, like, what, 2
How much do I owe you now?
Dude, you gotta ask me, I don't know yet. That's out of character, of course. Lord, how... Okay.
7 furnaces.
No. So,
Jesus.
what did we decide minimum wage here was, hourly?
Just treat torches like dollars, and you'll probably be just about right.
Okay, I'm gonna go for...
What is it?
And is this Montana minimum wage or average minimum wage?
Oh, actually, no. This is
Planet
backwoods.
Woods are fucking horrible.
It's kind of a frontier area.
If it's backwoods, that's still Montana.
Yeah, that was what I meant.
Okay, good.
And-
Then about 8 torches is our minimum wage.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pay myself at least an hourly wage for a commission. So, 8 torches,
And it's
please.
numb. It's numb.
All right. Let me just get my coin purse here.
No, it's fine.
And she shoots you.
It's a,
That's what you get for plumbing here. Everybody knows that.
Plumbing is forbidden in town of Rust. We let our shit rust. Ain't no fixing drains with this.
Stop making my jokes funnier than when I tell them.
Fucking
No, Trevor just pulled up a hand cannon.
Ain't no fixing the drains within 30 miles of this town.
She pays you.
Awesome.
She pays you her money.
She pays you in money.
Well, I guess if there's nothing else, I'll be continuing around town.
You have a nice day, sweet pea.
You as well. See ya. And I stroll out the door and continue looking
A
for
lot of big
odd
stuff
jobs.
came out pretty quick.
Okay.
I have a feeling by the end of this week, this town's gonna have fixed plumbing, all the lights are gonna be working again, the AC's gonna be working. So you're gonna be like, oh, that new token's amazing, but the rest of those fellows are a bit odd.
You do find one particular store patron who has a sign that's like it was hanging from chains and is now like just loose. So he's like paying. I'll pay you
Like that
3
time you
torches to
drive
go
zero-turn
really fast.
vehicles.
Oh
yeah, also
That's like a 2-second job.
Yeah, I do it myself, but you know,
Seems
I
fair.
don't do well with the ladders.
Give me about
fucking ladders.
Give me about 5 minutes and I should be able to have it done.
The ladders killed my dog.
I don't know, I think I'm talking to the Godfather, I might get lynched if I don't do this right. Another mechanics check?
No, I'm not making you check to literally all the pieces when you go check it are there. It's just compass.
Sweet, I refasten it,
You just
straighten it.
refasten it.
Slightly polished up, looks a little shinier.
Looks nice.
It's okay.
Here's your 3 torches or something. And have a thanks, I guess.
Yeah, no problem.
Did you put the ladder back away where it showed you where it goes?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yesterday.
Need any help? Just
The only thing worse than having to climb a ladder myself is
I brought my gas
some
over.
jackass not
You
putting
deal.
that ladder away.
I imagine I'm talking to another gnome who's just as big as me.
Yeah.
So ladders are just a pain in the ass.
Fucking ladders.
Ladders.
I agree.
Why
Why
not
I
you just-
have these puppies. The 2 mechanical arms are just like,
Impressive. I had a cousin who made something kind of like that. Except maybe not as good. He was kind of a mook.
So I killed him.
So I killed him and took his arms. Arms come out holding knives. No, that's
oh,
that
how's it going now?
doesn't happen.
I know.
Retcon.
Well, if you need any more help, just
No.
roll a little tuckety.
No, I don't know. Figure it out. I don't know how to contact you. There's no kind of
I'm just on the.
just waiting. Okay. Hey.
He's gonna
I'm
check
gonna
it
need
out.
that chair hunter.
Things have gotten well
No,
out
he's,
since you
he's
got.
checking out.
I'm gonna check out.
No.
That's totally
Sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry.
I was not planning on having to write you back in, so
Cool.
His
easier for
dad
me.
kicked
that
him
way.
out of the city.
Awesome.
Dad kicked me out of town, and I have to run away to my stepdad's house. And
Who is his stepdad old Jack?
That doesn't make sense, but yes, it is Uncle.
Yes.
live with my uncle
Yes. Oh,
Sorry.
great.
Uncle Jack won't shut up about his wife.
So now,
We need you to help us hook up your Uncle Jack with his wife again, so I can inherit the damn business.
so now I'm drumming up business.
Drumming up business.
I've told.
You should see if these people
I think
need
I
beds.
want one of you guys to go set up the area on the western outskirts of town.
I'm
I
still going
started
around.
doing.
Just like metal, like street signs.
I'm gonna
For
build
us.
something way too
Made out of
friggin'
scrap.
amazing
Don't
for
steal
this
streets.
like 2-bit yokel shootout that was planned for one day. I'm using my inventor talent.
Yeah.
I'm using all of my knowledge of construction.
And I'm also looking for just like like someone's grandma had this amazing recipe book, just like a family cook thing. Like they're not all cooks, but I mean like someone who cooks very well, and then their family to help out.
I don't know if you were privy to it, but I did suggest like lacing, being the cook, and then lacing everything with like cocaine.
Wow, this is really good. Holy shit! Like, oh my god! Whoa!
Here we have the cook from the Rust Hole against an angel.
Russell wins.
That'll be our last resort.
So what, are you like talking people up, or are you
Yeah,
asking anyone in particular?
I'm
Just getting everyone
drumming up
excited.
business, telling them the western outskirts of town at insert time here, and also if you know of any cooks, let us know.
You do find the old fisherman, or now fisherman.
Yeah, does it look like he's got some new stuff or like new fish?
He doesn't have it like, with him.
I
He's not like brandishing a fish with him.
I approach him.
Oh, hey.
Hi there.
Yeah, how's it going?
It's going good. How did the fishing go?
That was yesterday. I haven't gone fishing yet.
All right.
No.
You know, it was the near future, so you're gonna go soon, I think.
I was planning on doing it tomorrow morning, actually.
Oh, sweet.
Come to think of it.
In the meantime,
You don't have that gun with you, do you? Did he tell you that?
I do have my gun with me, but I sort of pat it in the holster. Screaming. Tell you what, myself, my amazing gun, and another marksman of good renown will be having a gun show of sorts, a competition off on the western outskirts of town.
Marksman of renown, what's her name? I might know her.
What? Sorry.
What's her name, the marksman?
Dun dun dun.
Tiffany.
Tiffany? No, that's not her name.
Oh.
Must be thinking of
Dun
somebody else.
dun dun dun.
Well, if you're interested in coming, it'll be 2 torches for admission, and there'll be concessions and things like that. And also,
Concessions.
we're on the lookout for.
Oh, is it that? Is Attica doing a rust hole thing down?
Yes, yes.
Ooh.
And we're looking for
She's
a.
got good cooking.
We're looking for a separate cook to host a sort of cook.
Why do I have a feeling my character's going to be the one roped into cooking?
There's not really.
Probably
you cook?
gonna-
To be honest, no one really quite comes
I don't know what
to
skill could
everyone
be under.
pales. The DM's trying to
I know
tell.
that if
Everybody pales in comparison to Ithaca's cooking.
Actually,
But,
genuine question. What would cooking be under as a skill?
I would put it under a separate knowledge skill.
oh good, I'm good at intelligence.
I might
Bring
be
it
able
on.
to I might be
But,
able
but you can't
to
taste.
do that.
Probably the closest
You
thing.
follow recipe.
Oh,
Yeah, I can follow a recipe.
my wife, Gladys. You
I
probably heard
understand
her.
what
Oh my god.
Yes.
You're the husband.
Well,
Sorry.
that humanoids.
she's got
do
some
things.
She's got a pretty good family recipe
Chemical
for
imbalances
some
that cause those addictions.
redfish pie, but you know everybody still always tells her that Athica's better cook than her, and she's always pissed off about it. And to be quite frank, I think most of most of the town would probably enjoy seeing her crash and burn. So,
Cool.
Sounds like you have an interest.
but you can't tell my wife I said that because I'll be sleeping in the doghouse.
Oh,
You know
no,
what I mean?
of course not.
Literal doghouse. We have a dog. Sleep outside in the house. Tiny little house that made cool. My precious doggy. My precious dog.
God, I miss my wife.
Not the dog died.
Gotta miss my dog.
Didn't the dog die?
My dog wife.
I mean, I didn't say
I mean,
that.
your dog died.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
Well-
is what happened.
Yep.
Yes.
If you think your wife would be able to cook for many people, charging at her own price with some of it coming, with a percentage of it coming to the host of
Don't
the
think
event,
it's gonna get her to cook, dude.
then
Seraph! There she comes. Seraph! Oh, are you talking to the gun show guy? Hi, you told me. What? Yes, I'm talking to the gun show guy. All right.
End of that sentence.
No. I was just curious.
I asked you a question and you answered. Thank you.
Thank you, Seraph. Yeah.
Sarah with the 7 swords?
Ma'am, from what I hear, you're quite the cook.
Oh, did my husband tell you that?
Yeah.
He's such a flatterer. Oh, yes, dear. But yes, I do have an amazing redfish salad.
Well,
Salad. I said that. That's what I said.
if you're
He always gets it wrong. He tells people it's the pie. The pie is not the best part of the salad. It's a pie salad. It's a pie salad.
it's a pie with grass
It's
and a whole raw redfish on top.
I'm beginning to understand why Agatha has a monopoly on the food.
Well, if you're interested, we are looking for a second cooking position.
a second cook.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to make the concessions that I said that were the only reason I'm going to this shindig?
We have concessions there already if you're interested, but we're having a little bit of we're not entirely confident in her ability.
We're gonna get kicked out of this town because you pissed off the one chef.
The funny thing is, like, you're gonna end up doing something and completely by accident.
I won't tell you said that, don't worry. I understand.
I've
You
only met her
came to
once.
me because you know you can just tell I'm a superior chef.
I can smell it on you. I can smell the spices.
Yeah, it's the oregano. My husband says it makes me smell like dish soap, but I think that's just the dish soap.
Oh my god.
Well, western
Oh my
outskirts of
God.
town, you charge what you will for the for your concessions. A small percentage will come to the host, of course. It's an event.
Yeah, of course.
You'll be making a
Damn,
profit.
you
You'll
actually
get your
managed to
name
do
out
it.
there. You'll get your talent out there. You might even be able to.
My redfish pie salad's gonna be the talk of the town.
I've got to make it big.
I can't
My
believe
name's
this
Royce.
boy did that.
And I'm in love. Seraph,
Hey,
go start chopping up the red cabbages.
hey Arnold, you managed to find any
That was
anyone
a
else
fish
for
thing.
the food?
There's a fish.
I think we have quite the chef in front of us here.
Ah.
That would be me. Gladys Maddock. Pleased to meet ya. This is oh, he's gone. That was my husband, Sarah. He just left. He's getting the red. He's chopping the red cabbages. I told him to do that just now.
I don't, how has my character avoided Gladys this whole time?
Nice to meet you.
Sheer dumb luck.
Sheer dumb luck. 5 points, Gryffindor. Dumb luck.
Well, suppose we should get setting up.
Yeah, I gotta go get cooking. That's not a.
And we'll.
That's not a euphemism. I'm just gonna go literally cook food for an extended period of
I
time.
didn't think it was a euphemism.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
I love how she announces that. She always announces
Bye.
that.
Bye. I'm leaving.
And
I'll
we'll.
see you guys
And
later.
I like fucking
Always
flip
watch.
this
The
shit.
whole time.
I flip the shit out of Hawthorne.
Oh dear God!
Toss him in the air and I catch him and flip him around.
It's a good thing that I don't have the equilibrium that you sapients do.
What do
Otherwise,
you
I
call
would
me?
probably be dizzy.
Fuck you call me?
Sapient.
It's a word.
It's a term of endearment.
It's a term of
It's
endearment.
what you are. You are a bipedal, sentient mammal.
Let's say that to my face. Let's get in my face.
Just say that to
Okay,
think
you
I
are a
would
bipedal,
position-
sentient mammal. Is that... Are you happy?
Oh, I get it now. Alright.
Will anyone come to the gun show? Who is this mysterious marksman that has been alluded to? And will Jack Fenton ever stop talking about his ex-wife? Tune in next time to find out.